Hello.
Mic check, mic check.
Hello. Hello. Yeah, cool. Congratulations on the victory, man.
Thank you.
First of all, an amazing uppercut. But as he fell, did you see he basically nearly did a backflip into the canvas?
Yeah, it was all kind of slow motion, and that's why I had that other shot coming. I couldn't tell if he was just kind of backing up and then get to his hands and knees or what. But once I saw that he was done, then I was happy that I didn't get that last shot off.
It's great to get a finish, obviously, but that clip itself is going basically viral with how he fell. So it's great to get a knockout, obviously, but is it even better to get one that you know is going to get your name out there and get your face in front of other people?
Absolutely, man. I do this game because I love it. I'm a fighter at heart, but also, man, I gotta get paid. I got a family to feed, so the more eyes on me, the better. Hard work is truly paying off at that point.
One thing we heard on the broadcast, which I found really interesting, your coach was telling you not to get cocky and to rein you back in. It seems like great coaching. Is that something you need? Do you need someone to tell you, hey, relax here, you're not flying away?
Absolutely, man. There's a lot of emotions that come out at that time, and even just my excitement. Like my last fight, I was the one on the canvas, and the other guy was the one celebrating. So all those emotions, all that work just pours out, and to the people watching, it could come off as a little bit arrogant or a little bit non-empathetic. So I love that my coach is always like, hey, man, remember where we've been. Let's relax and let's show respect to my opponent. Immediately at that point, I felt a ton of empathy for him, and I just wanted to let him know, hey, man, you'll be back. This is a fighter's life. You live by the sword, die by the sword. And, yeah, man, I'm not out here to necessarily hurt people severely. I'm just out here to have fun, do what I love, and make some money.
What are you going dressed as for Halloween?
Chapo Smooth.
Congrats, man.
Miles, coming off your first loss, they say you learn more from a loss than a victory. I mean, was that the case for you? And can you just talk about what you took from the last one going into tonight?
Absolutely, man. You learn more, and you learn a lot more about yourself. If you look at some of the ancient kings and stuff of different generations, sometimes when you're on top, you get a little bit too conservative. You want to hang on to everything that you have. And I think that's what was happening to me. I had that undefeated record. I hadn't lost in 16 fights. So I was just being a little too conservative. I was trying to hang on to that for too long. And that loss really just freed me up. I feel like a whole new fighter. My family and everybody takes fighting completely different. This fight camp was not as intense mentally or physically as the last one, but I was way more prepared. So, yeah, man, that last loss just really freed me up. And now I'm ready to step into my true potential.
Congrats.
First thing that you were out there talking about is you wanted to talk about your family. How important is it and how motivating is it to have that family there for you to give you that focus to push through long hours of training and to get in there and fight another person?
I mean, they mean the absolute world to me, and it's just the fact that I'm putting so much time into this. I'm a registered nurse, and I don't work as a nurse. I went through the schooling and everything, passed the NCLEX, but I decided I'm going to put that on the shelf so I can chase my dream. So the fact that I made that somewhat selfish act to really put everything, all my eggs into this basket, that means that when I'm training, whatever I'm doing, I'm absolutely 100% focused. I'm not going to do this and take away time and money from them without putting everything I have into it. So having the hard work pay off tonight just means everything. It's really important to me.
And even though you shelved the nursing, I have a brother who's a nurse, and I respect it completely. Is that something that you would like to return to at some point down the line, or are you just hoping to make so much money that you don't have to do that sort of thing? But is that something that you would maybe like to go back to at some point?
We'll see how it goes. I got some plans right now. I'd like to make a big enough name to maybe open a gym up in the future or something like that. But I have I have the most respect for nurses. I think it's one of the hardest jobs in the world. My wife's a nurse. My mom's a nurse. Come from a lineage of nurses. So it's one of the hardest jobs in the world, especially right now. But if I can do this, I think I had to really talk to myself and figure out that am I doing that for them or am I doing it because it's my true passion? And I think I found out that fighting is my true passion. So hopefully I can make a big enough name to where I can open a gym and get my own thing going.
And last for me, how important was it to come out there and get the night going and get a good, strong win for your team?
It was madly important to me. My older brother, Miguel, he's kind of the one behind the scenes. My younger brother, EJ, is my ride or die. always there with me in the corner. But my older brother Miguel, yesterday, I just remember him telling me like, "Oh, you get to get the show started. Like you get to start it off on the right foot. Like let Dana know what's going." Like he was just all hyped up and stuff. And I really carried that energy into the night. And like, yeah, we're gonna start the show off with a bang.
Miles, right here. Before you got in there tonight, did you know you would find so much success with your jab? Your opponent didn't seem to have an answer for it tonight.
Did I know? That's kind of like, that's a loaded question. You know, I was really confident. I'm very confident in my jab and in my skill set, but you just never know what's going to happen in that cage. So I knew that everything I set up was going to be behind the jab. I was going to use it for my combos, use my wrestling and stuff to work in and find my openings. So I didn't know that it was going to be, I don't mean to say it, I didn't know it was going to land like it was, be as successful as it was, but I was finding the time and I was seeing everything coming, so it just ended up working out really good, and I stuck with it. All right, thank you guys.